Hey girls, excuse me, I kind of look a mess. I dyed my hair back, normal tonight. I got the okay to do it, but, it's like halfway straightened and I'm still sick. And, anyways, I wanted to hurry up and do my, TTW before the time's up and I forget. So this is TTW episode 11. And, excuse my glasses, I'm using my backups. I need to go to the doctor and, get some different frames, but, I don't know, I've been itching all over my face lately, so I look rashy, I'm sorry. Anyway, first question is, your most embarrassing moment ever? I would have to say, like London's bow hanger in the background, and her clothes, and in that big bag. I was going through that earlier today. I think it had to be whenever I was in high school, and I went to the bathroom, and how that happened, I don't know. I was a kid, I don't know. But I had my time of the month, and I went to the restroom, and I had tampons back then. My mom hated when I used tampons. But, I was using tampons, and, I went and did my thing and walked out, and, like, the bathroom was right by the library, and as I was walking by the library, my tampon fell, the one that I had in there, fell out of my pants leg and onto the floor, and someone was behind me, and they're like, oh my god, who's that for? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I was so embarrassed, but thankfully, nobody knew it was me. What I was going to do, pick it up? That would have been so awkward. I was like, oh my god. I haven't really had, like, a whole bunch of embarrassing moments, to be honest with you. If I would, I don't know, that one just sticks out of my mind. I've walked out of the bathroom before, and I've had skirts on, and I think I was in a restaurant or movies or something, and my skirt was tucked in the back of my underwear. I mean, I've done stuff like that before, but nothing really bad. Knock on wood, thank God. And another thing, I'm gonna do the questions kind of in reverse. The second is show us your pets, but I'm gonna do the third, and then I'll show you guys my dogs because they're sleeping. Show us something in your house that inspires you. Something in my house that would inspire me is, I'm going to show it to you. It's the footprints prayer. My grandmother gave it to me. It was actually from my great-grandmother. It's a plaque. But, I'm hoping you saw that. But what it reads is, I hate reading on the spot too. My god, I look a mess. Okay, one night, a man had a dream. He dreamed, let me tell you this really quick. Whenever I was in the hospital, for London, in the beginning of my pregnancy, and I thought I was miscarrying, I have a pocket prayer. It's in my pants right now. I keep it in there. But it's the footprints prayer. And I was rubbing on that thing like crazy because I just was praying and hoping everything would be alright, and of course she was okay. But I don't know, since that this prayer has meant a lot to me, and my grandmother gave me this plaque, which was from my great grandmother, which I never got to meet. But yes, if you don't know it, I'm gonna read it to you. It says, one night a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. From each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One belonging to him, and the other to the Lord. Sorry, it looks a little funny. When the last scene of his life flashed before, let me take it down. Flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand, and he noticed that many times along the path of his life there were only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times of his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there's only one set of footprints. I don't understand why when I was in need and needed you the most, you would leave me. The Lord then replied, my precious child, I love you and I would never leave you during your time of trial and suffering. When you only see one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. And I feel that the Lord was carrying me that night. It just, I don't know, it really touches me. I'm trying to hang it back up. Okay. And I have 2 Yorkies. I have a 4-year-old Yorkie, a male Yorkie. His name is Marley. And he is right here. Hey, Bubba. Hey. Hey, Bubba. Say hello. And this would be Harper. This is Harper, but I call her Harpy. She's a teacup Yorkie. She is almost a year old. But these are both my babies. I love them both very dearly. Marley's a little grumpy because he scared me tonight. He ran outside after a cat. And, what happened was his claws need to be trimmed. And he ran outside and he hit a rock or something. And I was in my room straightening my hair, well, trying to. That's why it kind of looks all retarded. But my parents had to get him outside because he ran outside to chase the cat. And they came back and my dad came get me. And he was like, Marley's bleeding. And I'm like, what? Like, I freaked out. And I went to see him. Marley, since he's gotten older, he's mean to anybody else but me. But even to me sometimes. He bit me earlier. Not hard to break the skin, but it's because he was in pain. But the bleeding just wouldn't stop. I was literally about to bring him to the animal hospital. I just kept trying to elevate it above his little heart and stuff like that. But then my mom reminded me of the sugar and vinegar thing, which usually it clots blood. So she got me a rag, and we wrapped him with that, and then the other rag, and I held it up for a while, and we were kind of giving him treats, trying to calm him down, because he does have a nerve problem. So we just calmed him down or whatever, but I finally figured out what it was, because he let me look at it enough, and after I saw that the bleeding pretty much stopped, I let him do his own thing, but just right by me, and he licked his paw off and stuff. What it was, his last one, his last little fingernail, they were really long, and wherever he was at, he broke it. And if most of you know, if you're familiar with dogs, if you clip their nails too short, there's like a vein or artery or something like that in there, that if you clip that artery and you don't stop their bleeding, they could bleed to death, and they could just bleed out. But that's what happened, and he had kind of nicked it. It wasn't completely gone or whatever, but it just wouldn't stop bleeding, and it was freaking me out. But he's okay now. He's, my bed's all messy, because I've been, going through London's bag of clothes that you see right there. And he's right there, and Harper's right there. And everyone loved my pink hearts on my walls. My mom hand-painted those when I was like 10 years old. But we got paint swatches and stuff this week to paint the room for me in London, because I want her to room with me. We're going to make the guest bedroom her room as well, but she's going to bunk with me for when she's first born, and we're going to just paint it and everything like that. I mean, I don't plan on staying here my whole life, just till I get on my feet and everything, and we'll get a place of our own. But yeah, I'm rambling on. This is going on 10 minutes now, but that was my TTW episode 11. See you guys later. Bye.